that's really what it's about. And of course, the boy, as he gets older, he realises he misses his family and can't believe that his father was all that bad. And he goes back and sees his father, plucks up courage to go back home, knocks on the door, and with his heart in his mouth, not knowing what the reaction is going to be. And all his father is exactly the same. Turns out, no, king's son of mine, son. Cough out of it.
That's the best overplay. It's downhill from now on.
What are you up to at the moment?
Just trying to come up with ideas for the end of Freddie Tom's. Well, I should just take over, do my thing. Just take it after this, I'll go to pieces if you ask questions.
How's it been getting? How you been getting on with your lyrics?
2 down, 1 to go.
Which ones the ones that you've gone for?
Wrote BB Hit, which I'm doing now. Which is probably going to be called, Never the Right Time. It's never the right time. Never the right time to say, or something like that. It'll have the word never in the title.
There is never a time to say.
Okay.
This is the first time Phil Collins has been filmed recording a Genesis lead vocal.
There is never a time to say, 'cause it seems to me we've lost our way, so we carry on down the road, and we live our lives haunted by all the things.
All right.
Can't you see what's going on?
Okay.
'Cause we're all played out. We've lost our way. And I hope
The vocal on BB Hit, which will become Never a Time, is not coming easily.
okay. When we live our lives haunted by all the things.
The melody on the first So Sad at the end there,
Yeah.
it's sort of a thing. It'd be nice if it didn't go down quite as far, I think. So you go so sad. If it just went so sad, just because it doesn't really go with the chord that's
So sad,
Just
so
try.
sad.
Yeah.
Actually, do you want to hear Twiddly you did on the old one? Because it's a really nice twiddle he used to do.
Fine. It's a bit
Maybe that's it, Gary, for a bit.
He's still the same miserable guy he always was. No, he's still Phil. That doesn't really he hasn't changed very much in that sense. I think the way the public perceive or imagine that we operate, well, they seem to think somehow that because he's done so incredibly well as a solo artist, it affects what happens in here in the studio. Don't quite know why, but maybe they seem to think that, he kind of steams in and says, "Now what we're doing, lads, is, So it hasn't really changed us, the studio, very much, I think.
But you didn't play that bass drum.
This bass drum you're hearing now, I didn't play. This is a machine.
Steve Gadd played it.
I wasn't good enough to play it, that's why.
Do you all do what you want to do?
Well, we do, but we compromise with each other. That's the only thing we do, really. I mean, I know nowadays that there are certain kind of chord changes that Mike and Phil, are not so into. I slip 1 or 2 in on the album, really, when they're not looking, And once I've heard it enough times and they like it, There's a good example at the beginning of Hold on My Heart. That's sort of the opening bit of that, the way it goes into the main song, as an example of the sort of things I like a lot, when you sort of unusual chord changes, so it sort of just sets the song off on a different motion.
Do it again?
Ha,
Oh, that's weird.
ha. I do now, actually.
That's just a dodgy button. Dodgy button, Jeff.
Hold on my heart, hold on my heart.
Burt Bacharach's one of my early heroes, really. And I love the way he uses chords and was able to have big hits with songs that used a multitude of chords. And I suppose the song Hold on My Heart, which we call Burt, you know, has an element of that.
Provisionally named after the composer Burt Bacharach, Burt becomes Hold on My Heart.
Hold on my heart, just hold on to that feeling. We both know we've been here before. We both know what can happen. Hold on my heart, 'cause I'm looking over your shoulder. Ooh, please don't rush in this time. Don't show her how you feel. So hold on my heart. Throw me a lifeline. I'll keep a place for you somewhere deep inside. Hold on my heart, please. Tell her to be patient, 'cause there has never been a time that I wanted something more. If I can recall this feeling, and I know there's a chance where I will be there. Yes, I will be there. Be there for you whenever you want me to. Whenever you call, oh, I will be there. Yes, I will be So hold on my heart.
Let's go in there. Let's go there.
All right.
Do you know what Nick and I just said? We just said, it was very good lines, we just said nearly all the whole of my hearts are really good. And then you sang that one.
Okay, I think there's a few lines I'd like to do on this track that I think we need in the choruses and verses. In chorus 2, I'll keep a place for you, that line.
Yeah.
Okay, and the verse that follows, lines 1 and 3. Hold on my heart, and because there has never been a time. Okay. Let's just do those.
Hold on my heart. Don't let her see you crying.
These guys, for instance, they haven't been together for 5 years, have they, since Invisible Touch. And I've been away and done solo projects. Phil's been on tour, Mike's done a couple of albums, Tony's done a couple of albums. And so when they come back together, they're fresh. There's the three of them together. And I mean, of what I've heard so far, you know, of what they're doing on this new album, I mean, it's definitely fresh.
Well, I mean, that's the reason for doing all the stuff outside. You couldn't just do the group, you know, for the length of time. We'd have gone nuts, I think. But, and you wouldn't get any new input, you know. But, I mean, since we've all done quite a lot outside, each time you come back and make a new album, you're bringing new ideas in, and that seems to make it work.
Well, it's nothing to do with me.
It's nothing to do with me either.
It's nothing to do with me. Yeah, but no, it's Tony's video.
During the 6 months Genesis are recording We Can't Dance, Tony Banks releases a single with Nick Kershaw, who recently wrote the hit song The One and Only. They meet again to make a promotional video.
I mean, you know, that's just switched off, isn't it? You know?
So
Oh, no.
When's the next Genesis?
That's a very good question. Well, we're hoping to get it out before Christmas.
It's me. It's a question for me. Do you ever listen to Mike and the Mechanics? Yes, I do. I've listened to it. I have all the albums. I like a lot of it. I love Paul Carrick's voice. Paul Carrick could sing the Telephone Directory. As far as I'm concerned, he's got a wonderful voice.
Mike Rutherford, Paul Carrick, and the other Mechanics convene for a photo session to publicize their latest record.
Who would you have chosen for the Ivor Novello Songwriter of the Year award?
Who would I have chosen?
Phil Collins won the Ivor Novello Award for Songwriter of the Year.
Did he win it this year?
Yes. I had no argument with the decision at all. Who's, I don't know anybody else. I only listen to me.
These working trips to London, the promotional leftovers of their solo work, are the only breaks Genesis get from recording We Can't Dance. They record at the farm all spring and all summer of 1991.
It's right on the front. Oh, that one.
Thrown a couple of songs out, Shoreline and Bass Botty. Much to Tony's upset.
This song will not make the album. In 6 months, 17 songs are written, 14 are recorded, and 12 make it onto We Can't Dance.
Mike, when you are recording guitar parts, what is the most important element? Sound textures or precision of your playing?
Let's try and do it when Tony and Phil aren't in the room.
So you can get it loud.
Yeah.
Go out and do something more interesting.
Now, I must say, on this album, it's been really easy to get a sound. Nick Davis has got really good sounds. I mean, actually, in fact, for the last Mechanics album and this one, I've used just amplifiers. Just valves. I'm sure you want to know this, right? It's a B22 valve linked to a D33, and I'll parallel them up. I've used valve
just the same as the last album,
The point being is I haven't used fuzz boxes anymore. It's valve amps.
All the provisional Genesis titles are eventually changed. A good example is Irish.
I think Irish, which now called Driving the Last Spike, is very strong. I think it's probably for me, I think it's one of Phil's best lyrics he's ever done in Genesis. And I think it's extremely strong.
So what is that song about, actually?
It's, ask him, it's easy. He'll tell you anyway.
I remember this book, which I was sent by Dennis Waterman, actually, because he was going to make a film of it. And he sent me the book because he wanted me to be in it. But the work that these guys did on the railway to make the English railways it's a very touching story because they left their families. And some of them never went home again. Some of them died very young because of the amazing conditions they were living in and working in. And the accidents they had were pretty horrific. And even if they did survive, the strain on their backs, and, the physical strain of doing the job was just quite incredible. So I've written the words based on that, based on one person's view of it, who leaves his family, not knowing if he's going to go back. He goes to work on the railways and witnesses this horrendous accident and the deceit, because the people that were